Hello and welcome to Sports This Morning. I'm Cecilia Omogbe.
I am Tahir Salam. Glad you could join us again. All right. This is what the show looks like. We're starting off with football transfer. I mean, Sergio Aguero, the worst kept secret.
Yeah.
Finally, Sergio Aguero has been unveiled as a Barcelona player. The unveiling was done at the Nou Camp yesterday. Okay,
this big boy will see what he can continue with his glorious career, especially after spending 10 years at Manchester City, where he won a lot of trophies, but then no Champions League for him. Okay, also on the program, yes, Nomi Osaka continued to dominate the French Open. She's out of the French Open. She had to quit because she feels, well, for the well-being of the tournament and, of course, for other players, she needed to leave the tournament. But that's after the organizer actually threatened to expel her if she fails to attend news conferences that is being organized, which is mandatory for all players to attend. But right now she's withdrawn and also citing mental stress that she broke down in 2018.
It's a shame. It's hard to come to this for Naomi Osaka, but right now for her, it's all about her mental health. It's more important than playing tennis. Hopefully, Naomi Osaka can get all the help that she needs, and she can return to the WTA tour as soon as possible. Also on the show in the NBA, the Washington Wizards won Game 4 against the Philadelphia 76ers to stave off elimination in their first-round series.
They needed it so much, but then that was after Joel Embiid left with injury. We'll tell you more about the NBA. But first of all, let's start with this good news. Last week, we broke the news that Ucha has qualified for the Olympics, the first Nigerian to do that. We're talking about gymnastics right now. Just yesterday, he was with the Minister for Sports. Going to see him because the Minister of Sports and the Gymnastics Federation, they all actually supported him, during his journey to qualify for the Tokyo Olympic Games. And it was only fitting and right, for the minister to invite him to Abuja. And, they had a talk. And, of course, presentation of the trophy to him. And knowing that, yes, in gymnastics, we've got a candidate. The other one, Annabelle, because of injury, she would not be able to go to the Olympics. Of course, she couldn't go for qualifiers because of injury. But then we have a candidate for the Tokyo Games.
Big landmark achievement for Nigeria. Like I said, first time ever that we're going to be presenting a gymnast at the Summer Olympics. It's an amazing feat by Ucha AK, and it's only right that the minister hosted him on this amazing qualification. Let's take a listen to the message from the Honorable Minister Sondadari to Ucha AK and the promises that's been made to ensure that he stands a very good chance of perhaps getting on the podium in Tokyo.
I want you to wear all of this with pride. You can put that down. Well, complete tracksuit for you. What do you call this? It's okay, sir. I want to congratulate you, first and foremost. You have brought to fore the nexus between education and sports, which is what America and Europe preaches. With a 4.0 from Michigan University, the fact that you have excelled. Morocco was 2 years ago. We have seen discipline. We have seen consistency. We have seen dedication. Because after the gold in Morocco, you will have simply gone to sleep and done some other things. We're glad that you have brightened our journey to the Olympics. I know that he's going to give us a podium performance when he gets to Tokyo. The Ministry of Youth and Sport will, from this point, take over whatever support it needs to get to that point.
That's the Minister of Youth and Sports Development hosting Ucha, the first Nigerian to qualify for a gymnastics event at the Olympics. It's amazing, it's inspirational, and he's lucky that he's coming from a system that works. The collegiate system, when it comes to sports, is #1 in the world. So whenever you get the opportunity to go there, there's a very good chance you realize your potentials as a sportsman, and we need to take a cue from.
We just have to
from them.
I'm happy that the minister mentioned the way he was able to combine education and sports, which is hard here. Most Nigerians, I mean, in Nigeria, it's very tough
because of terrain.
It's not right because if they can actually, kind of adopt the NCAA model. I mean, have a policy where you'll be able to combine. If you're going for a tournament, that doesn't mean you miss out on your exams or anything. There should be provisions for, some of these athletes. Then have competitions across university, colleges, I don't know. They know what to do actually. Because they've been there. I mean, they've traveled there, they've been there, they've been in most of these universities. They talk about it every day. I mean, he praised him, he's having first class 4.0 GP, right? That's the first class equivalent here in Nigeria. And of course, he ended up, being a gymnastic champion. He's won gold already at the All African Games. Now he's qualified for the Olympics. It tells you a whole lot that, okay, sports education, it's combined everywhere in the world, but in Nigeria it's not possible. So what can they take? What cue, are they going to take from this boy? That's just what they need to do. Not just talking for support, but then how do you replicate what he achieved over there? So athletes here, Stephanie Nerisuku, for instance, I mean, she's supposed to travel in June this year, to some major competitions and all that. The parents are the one shouldering all the responsibility. And that was what they did to Uche Eke too. The father started it before, now they're picking it up, after it's all grown up. So Stephanie is an example. She's 8 years old. They can start 10 years old. They can start right now with Stephanie and see how... That's it. So don't wait until they're 20 and say, okay, I want to represent Nigeria or something. Let me grow up abroad. Maybe that's why it was so easy for him.
That's what I said. He's a lucky lad.
He's lucky.
And he's lucky that, what the ministry or the authorities in Nigeria have to do is to just try in their own way to find a way to embed sports in the school curriculum. That's just the way forward.
Just have a policy backing it up, not just talking.
All right, we're still talking about Uche. Let's get to listen to him, as well as the president of the Gymnastics Federation of Nigeria.
They should expect something better than what we've done already. If you should have it in your archive. 4 years ago, when I said we'll bring gold medal in All African Games and we'll go for Olympics, AIT have it. Most of the Chinese, they have it. Very good, and you can see them coming to pass. So I assure you again that with the support of the minister and the ministry, who are going places, expect something very powerful in Olympics.
Nigeria gave me a lot of support. It's still giving me support, love, attention. So my goal is just to go back home, train as hard as I can, and let it all out for Olympics. I'm going to go out there and do my best, and if the stars align right, then yeah, a gold is possible.
A gold is possible, Cecilia, really?
When the sky aligns.
Really? It's a tough one.
It's a tough one, really. But whatever happens, the fact that
you got to dream.
You have to just have to dream,
big, and that's exactly what Uche Eke is doing right now. Wishing him all the best. Of course, I was to try to get him in the studio as well before he departs for Tokyo. All right, let's get on with the show now, and we're still talking about sports on the local scene. This time, let's talk about there's a new marathon that's been birthed again, a new marathon, yet another one. This time it's called the Festac Marathon 2021. Cecilia.
And so the Lagos State Athletics Federation has actually endorsed the 10-kilometer Festac half marathon, which is scheduled to hold in October. That's precisely on Saturday, October 2nd in Festac Town and in Emirates. That's why, it's tagged Festac Marathon. So it was endorsed this week at Teslim Balogun Stadium by, of course, the Vice Chairman of the State Athletics Association, Yusuf Ali. When it comes to marathon, once you mentioned Yusuf Ali, you know what he's done with Lagos City Marathon, and also even the Kaduna Marathon and marathons across the Nigeria in Onitsha. And of course, you have there's so many.
So Cecilia, what we've seen in the last few years, 2, 3, 4 years, is the coming or the birthing of the marathon culture, which is fantastic. You know, so it was never the case before. You could count on one hand how many marathons the country used to have before. Well, now you're running out of space. So many of them, and more keep coming. And it's a fantastic opportunity for athletes, especially the guys that love the long distance races. You know, events to look forward to all year round, and it can only be a good thing for them.
Of course, you know, the organizers said that it's actually not just looking at the Festac environs, but also having an opportunity, you know, for athletes to be discovered, and also those athletes who love marathon can also have something they want to compete in. So we're waiting for the maiden edition to kick off in October. So it's going to be the 10-kilometer race in Festac Town. Something good.
It's just around the corner. Fantastic.
It's around the corner. Okay.
I mean, where we can go on and on about the benefits of having competitions like this.
Cash prize money of 2 million naira also added to it.
Okay, is he are they going to be foreign athletes as well?
I think they will give us more details once everything is unveiled. Right. This is just like, you know, trying to tell us that there's a marathon coming up in October. And June 5th, the facility where they're going, I think that maybe by June 5th we'll have more details. And just as it goes on, maybe promotion is going to be on.
Asked this, as soon as you mentioned the prize money, I'm like, okay, those guys are about to come and
get all the money. I think it's going to be for people in Festac and also the Nigerian athletes who want to also compete. Maybe the next edition they can start thinking of bringing in foreign athletes. But please, for the 2 million naira, maybe they just want, you know, some Nigerians to enjoy that. I think it would have been bigger than that if they're going to be having foreign athletes. That's what I think.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. Let's get on with it now.
And, talking about achieving fitness and goals, right? That's another thing. We're talking about marathon now. I mean, most people who participate in marathon, who want to feature in it, some of them are not just doing it for the money or maybe because they're sportsmen and women, but some they just want to do it for fitness. So which is key.
Which is key because you know what they say about a healthy nation is a wealthy nation.
Of course.
Cecilia, just like the marathon, the culture of exercising in Nigeria is not really there. Just
especially
like the marathon. When you live in Lagos. Because so much to do. But it's important you find a way to try and do these exercises because staying fit is good business.
I mean, you really can't quantify the benefits of staying fit because, I mean, you're talking about undue fatigue. I just have someone who ran into the studio, you know, from downstairs, and he was panting. I'm like, did you run a marathon?
Like, what's going on with you, man? Just like, young man,
a young man. You know what? You have to listen to this report and see how you can. No matter what's going on, just try, take out time, and, you know, get fit. It's really important.
All over the world, fitness buffs troop out in their large numbers on weekends to exercise and have fun with friends and family. This roadside in Isolo, a suburb of Lagos where people gather for the purpose of fitness, is no exception. The World Health Organization recommends that adults aged between 18 and 64 should do at least 150 to 300 minutes of moderate or intensive aerobic physical activity. Concerns about varying degrees of health issues have made many to set fitness goals.
Before I came here, I had issues of, for example, in my house, I find it difficult even to climb my staircase. A story building staircase, I'll be panting as if I'm going to die in the next minute.
To keep myself fit, to stay young and healthy, and my blood pressure, to keep my fitness, that's all, just to keep myself strong and be fit in everything.
Well, before I came, I was big. I was a very big size, 160 precisely. So then my tummy was big, I was shapeless, so I knew if I didn't do anything about it, I'm going to die.
Just to keep fit, you know, as we progress in age, at least there's need to always keep fit so that you will stay away from hospital.
Fitness experts help measure progress and dispel some notions about requirements of keeping fit.
It doesn't cost any money to stay fit. Something you can start on your own, and if you feel like, okay, maybe you're not enjoying it on your own, you can look for a place or gather some of your friends, you know, you go out and exercise, just like what we do here, you know. We started with a very few number of people. Started with them, but now as you can see today, we have a lot of people coming out.
You don't need money, or you don't need expensive gym machine or other things for you to keep fit. You don't need it at all.
It's important to have fun while you're working out with sound, because it enables some people to have that endurance to train more. Music actually motivates a lot of people. When they're hearing the music, maybe they're getting tired and the DJ play the kind of song that they love, their kind of music, you know, they try to push themselves. Let me meet up, this is my song, you understand? So the fun is there, aside from the training.
One thing is certain. Achieving fitness goals will indeed have immediate and long-term health benefits for everyone who indulges in it.
All right. Okay. There's so many people that can actually take a cue from this particular report. There's so many. Do I have to mention their names?
No.
But we know them. They have to take a cue from. It doesn't cost so much to do it. I mean, just have, you know, discipline. Yes, that's the key. Once you're disciplined, of course, you can do it.
Yeah, we've got a guest in studio and would like to ask him. First of all, let's welcome him to the show, Shemi Lore. How are you?
I'm fine. Thanks for having me once again. Thanks,
Great
guys.
to have you. So do you exercise, man?
Yes, but not since I've been here. So back at home, yes, I exercise.
Okay.
So, but since I've come to Nigeria.
Home in England or
Oh, England, yeah,
okay,
yeah.
right.
When I'm in England.
Okay.
Okay,
so
sorry.
since you've been back in Nigeria,
yes,
you've consigned your exercising. It's on the back burner now, pretty much.
Yeah.
Why is that? What's the difference?
Well, ordinarily, when I'm just going to the shops or whatever, and I just don't want to wait for a driver, and I walk, they kind of get angry, like, why are you walking? It's not dangerous. It's too hot. And I'm saying, I'm just going down the road. It's exercise. It's fine. I don't want to be in the car all day. I don't want to just sit at home all day. I just want to go for exercise. I just don't think it's within our culture to exercise. I think around the lockdown, a lot of people were exercising. I saw clips of people exercising. Yeah. But I don't know, even the stigma around it, if you're seen walking, it's like, I hope everything is okay. Like, trekking, yeah. Hope everything is, maybe they think your car is broken out, you run out of money, the stigma around it. So to see spin classes like this, like the visuals we're seeing, it's good for me to see, because I'm not used to seeing things like that. I see people jogging around stadium, but it's just few people. It's not common. So.
What about waking up early in the morning, for instance? Maybe you expect to resume work at 7 a.m. You have an hour to get to your place of work. You can have like
Are you serious?
15 minutes
Really?
once you wake up in the morning and do that. You're home. You can. I mean, you can skip. I mean, do that a lot.
I think
you
it's
can
the fact that
you're trying to get on the road.
Yes,
exactly. That's what I was about to say.
That's why I use the word discipline, Tayo. If you're disciplined, there's much you can do. Just your 10 minutes every morning for your sit-up, or maybe skipping, or maybe press-up.
Well, I think our culture is on. Everything is at a fast pace. So you're trying to beat traffic for you. So.
Discipline is the key here. Okay, let's leave the French Open tile and go straight to what big guys are playing today, right?
Okay, let's see the big boys. Men's singles selected fixtures are for day 3. Yeah. We'll get to see the likes of Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic in action. We don't expect any upsets in this one. So Rafael Nadal will take on Alexei Popyrin. There's also Djokovic taking on Tennis Sandrin. Andrew Rublev will also be in action. There's also Gal Monfils and Kevin Anderson, of course, for Africa. While for the women's singles, Cecilia,
Yeah, and this is what you have for them. Elena Civitolina will be in action. You have Ashley Barty, she'll also be in action.
Yeah.
Ekaterina also in action. Carlos Suarez Navarro, yeah, she'll be in action against Sloane Stevens. Of course, Venus Williams also be in action. Venus is already 40. She'll be 40 in June, right?
Okay. Venus, right?
Venus, yeah. Oh, 41 in June. Yeah, she'll
Wow.
be 41 in June. Well, she's playing Coco Gauff, of course.
Coco.
No, not Coco. Yeah, Coco Gauff, yeah, she's also in action. And Karolina Pliskova, she'll also be in action against Donna Vekic. These are the players that will be in action today for the women's singles. Okay, we're leaving tennis finally now and go to the NBA. Well, we were expecting one team to be knocked out, another get into the semifinals, but it didn't happen because Washington Wizards still have a lot to say. They didn't want to go out without winning at least a game.
They want to get swept.
Exactly. Not like you have with the Miami Heat that the Bucks had to sweet revenge on them on the weekend. But then there you have results from last night, earlier as of this morning.
Yes, 114 to 122 in favor of the Washington Wizards. Phillies still lead that series 3-1, but the Wizards are still very much alive. They go into Game 5. That's going to be on Wednesday. The other matchup was between the Jazz and the Grizzlies, the top-seeded Utah Jazz, 120 to 113. After losing, surprisingly, the very first game of the series, they bounced back nicely. They've won three in a row.
So for Grizzlies, it's like it's the end of the road right now. It's going to be hard for them to bounce back, no matter what. I mean, Ja Morant tried to do.
Exactly.
You know, you just can't do that alone.
Especially
He had 20.
with Donovan Mitchell back.
I mean, he's just taking in the 30 points, 8 assists, and of course that helped them. For the Wizards, you have Westbrook. I mean, Russell Westbrook triple-double is just fun for him.
Normal.
Yeah, it's normal.
There,
so he has the 12th career playoffs triple-double. And of course, that's also helped. Then you have Bradley Beal also having 27 points. But this game, the exit of Joel Embiid, actually, you know, that's the main story here.
The main story from this game. You're only putting up, obviously, 8 points because it's been 11 minutes. And now you're looking at what the 76ers can do in the long run. And right now, with only Ben Simmons being their main franchise player, there's nothing they can do.
He's prone to foul anyway, and his free throw is
he can't really shoot well. So you're looking at it and you're thinking there's nothing Miami 76ers are doing without Joel Embiid in the long run of this tournament. But let's give Washington Wizards the credit, not getting swept. They might still get a gentleman's sweep in the next game, but Russell Westbrook again putting up a triple-double, like Cecilia said, is fantastic. Yeah, there's nothing for me to really applaud in terms of the 76ers. That's why I'm trying to focus really on the Wizards. On the Wizards. But yeah, well done to them for getting the W.
So just to reference what you said about the gentleman's sweep, I actually think they can prolong this series if Joel doesn't come back for Game 5. There's a very good chance.
100%.
That the Wizards can.
100%.
And with Rui Hachimura also playing a key role, he had 20 points on the night, 8 of 12 shooting from the field, and added 13 rebounds. So if it's coming to the party with Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook and 76ers not having Joel Embiid, they might have maybe 3-2 in the next one before you know it to get to Game 7. Okay, we need to go on a break. After the break, we'll listen to those involved in that game. And, of course, we still have MPFL coming your way.
Let's go.
right, welcome back. Okay, now let's talk about Nigeria Professional Football League.
Before
that, we talked about Wizards, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Let's listen to the main actors, the guys that ensured the victory for Washington. That's Bradley Beal and
Russell Westbrook.
I've never been in this position before, so it was definitely new. And you know, the biggest thing is, I mean, Ish was right in that sense. Like the team that's up 3-0, I've been in a position where I was up 3-0 before, and it's always tougher to get their fourth one. You know, the pressure is usually on that team to close it out. You know, and you know sometimes you become too pressy, or you know you get out of character a little bit, and you know, but you just try to do everything you can to win. You know, and it makes it tough because you know the other team doesn't want to get swept. So. You know, and they're going to compete and they're going to make it tough on you, which is, you know, we were fortunate to do tonight.
Win to go home, got to scrap, find ways to be able to get a win, especially on our home floor. We got stops. That was a big turning point tonight, getting stops. I don't know what they shot from the field, but we got stops when we needed to, kind of let up a little bit, but we got stops for the most part of the game and give an opportunity to be able to get out in transition.
Russellman, okay. Now, MPFL, yes, I was eager to talk about that because, you know, Nigerian Professional Football League, the final games for match day 24 decided on Monday. Rivers United left it late. Wiki could have gone home with all 3 points. They left it late until the 90th minute when Malachi Ohanwume scored that goal for them to get a draw. So it ended 1-1 between Rivers and Wiki Tourists. That game ended 1-1. And the game between Jigawa Golden Stars and Abia Warriors was goalless.
All right, so that's it for the MPFL. Of course, the table pretty much still the same. Aqua United is still on top of the log ahead of match day 25. All right, then let's move on with the show now. And let's talk about the first major signing in the transfer window. Sergio Aguero, of course, the worst-kept secret, has now been unveiled at the new camp. And I don't know what you think about this signing. Barcelona fans, I know, I'm like, okay, what is going on here? Like, yeah, Sergio is a cool guy, good striker, but is this what we really need? Is this what Barca need at this stage of the
It's not about what Barca need. It's what Messi needs.
Messi won.
Messi if you want to keep Messi now, you literally have to do as he says. He wants his best friend there. You're going to bring his best friend there. So that's what they're fulfilling Messi's requirement. That's
but he didn't want Suarez to leave, but they let him leave. So what are you talking
and that's
about?
why he wanted. That's why he wanted to leave. That's why he wanted to leave. So now they're saying, okay, you know what? We're sorry. We messed up. He said, okay, bring my best friend. Bring my best friend.
I lost one.
I lost one. Bring my best friend.
All right.
And can they ask for Haaland and complete the whole thing?
They haven't got money.
That's different.
They don't have money, right?
Free transfer.
So that's what I'm saying. Because it's free, that's why it was easier. Because Barcelona right now, financially, you know why they're coming out with Super League, right? Because they need more money.
They need more money.
Now, for Aguero, how much impact will he have on Barcelona team? Yes, we know he's prone to injury. And, you know, of course, it's not a spring chicken anymore.
Played this
season. And
because of injuries.
Injuries and all. Will he...
To answer your question, it's about how fit he stays, honestly. Aguero, when he's fully fit, even though it's rare, we see he's world-class. But the problem is keeping him fully fit. It's funny to me, it's like, after that Chelsea game, he said, okay, guys, I'm going to the airport. Because the next picture I saw, he was in Barcelona. He didn't even wait. He didn't even wait for the dust to settle at City. But yeah, it's nice to have him there. And I think he'll be a fantastic addition. It's only it's going to be a short-term thing, maybe 2 seasons, 1 season. So,
2 seasons,
yeah, I think it'll be fine.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see what's going to bring into... Yeah, wish him all the best, right? What's going to bring into Barcelona because they had a very disastrous season.
And I'm still kind of surprised that Ronald Koeman
is still got a job. You remember the tweets coming from his manager talking about, okay, you know what, that you have a girlfriend. I'm like, you know what, okay, just stay, let me see 2 weeks. If I get another girlfriend, I won't marry you, you know, like stuff like that. I mean, that was after the meeting they had. It was that in tweet, that's what he said from the agent. Yeah, he tweeted that, okay, now you have your fiancé, you're telling her that, let me see if I can get a better girl. If I don't, get married in 2 weeks. Just give me 2 weeks. That's what you're feeling like right now. Barcelona are trying to get a coach, but they haven't gotten anyone. So that's why Koeman still has a job. But at the time they get someone who is willing to come, come and they have the money to, Kuma will definitely leave. I think the reason why Kuma still got a job right now, because they haven't found anyone. And of course, you know, season don't start till August, so they have time.
It's a cruel world.
It's a cruel world. And as soon as I got in, I promised. Where's my camera? Chelsea fans, this is a public apology.
Okay.
I am sorry. I honestly am sorry. There I go. Chelsea fans, I'm sorry, and I won't do it again. I won't talk on your football business again. And well done. You beat them fair and square. There you go. As soon as I walked in here today, everybody was at me. The security, everybody was like, remember what you said. Apologize. Okay,
you were one of those guys.
I was one of those guys.
Right. Couldn't give them a chance. And you're proud right now that Thomas Tuchel did the treble over Pep Guardiola in the FA Cup, in the Premier League, and in Champions League. I mean, that was a treble.
I'm not talking about it.
That was 3 times.
He's apologized.
Not fair.
Apology accepted from Chelsea fans out there. Before we look at the papers quickly, let's take some of the messages coming. The Noble Flyer man is back for good, Cecilia, after that little, reaction to United losing out on the Europa League, and it's good to have him back on the show.
Okay, all right. Noble Flyer, okay, I just want to thank, Tyre, thank you. That's for doing a great job. Thank you so much, too. This program actually kickstarts your day, you know, hot gifts and going around. Okay, thank you so much, Noble Flyer. And I hope you recovered, you know, from the shock you got from Ole, who didn't make a change, you know, 90 minutes. I'm like, okay, he checked the bench, there's no one. Okay, let me just continue playing the ones I have.
AGK is we got a message as well, too, guys. Please, let's rally behind Naomi Osaka. She's 23 and acted bravely for her age. Fair enough. Of course, we wish her all the best. And
so there's no right or wrong way of doing things. I think I love what he said there. And Law Alpha says, I wonder why wicked tourists are down to the bottom of the table in view of the spirited performance against high-flying Rivers United yesterday in Port Harcourt. Abia Warriors ought to have scored at least against Jigawa Golden Stars to prove a point, but they just couldn't. Rivers also are the worst done because they waited till the final whistle before they were able to get a draw against a team that is struggling. Wicked Tourists, remember, you know, they changed their coach. You know, bottom when you have a new coach coming in and see the teams they faced. They faced Rangers, they faced MFM, and now you have faced Aimba. Then you have Rivers too. So it's been a tough journey for them. That's the reason they are not where they're supposed to be. Law Alpha.
Kinde, we got a message as well too. I don't think Osaka did the right thing. Okay, that's your opinion. Gorilla Adio, good luck to Osaka. However, I'm strongly against the Grand Slam organizers changing the press engagement rules. I look forward to those interviews. They haven't changed anything.
No, he said he's strongly, he doesn't want them to change because that's what you said. Yeah. It was responding to what you said about trying to, you know, change the rules. Compulsory press conference. Okay, papers are Complete Sports. That's what I'm starting from this morning. Complete Sports. Chukwueze undergoes surgery, out for 3 or 4 months. That's a whole lot. Osime, Ajayi, Simi, and Aino, Ebu, all of them withdrawing as Nigeria versus Cameroon doubleheader threatened. And you know that some of the home-based players, they've gone to Austria for preparations for that game already. Okay, we'll see. No, in Germany, Frankfurt, yeah. Okay, there's a new coach. It says Spalletti crazy about Osime. Okay, Spalletti, that's a new coach of Napoli. Yeah. Okay, that's great if he's really crazy about him. I mean, he loves him. That's what he means, right?
Yeah. All right, let's go to Sporting Life quickly, Shemi. Manchester United agreed personnel terms with Sancho. Chelsea to offer Silva 1-year deal, £100 million asking price for Lukaku. I mean, we're going to have a very crazy transfer window this year.
I don't believe any of these deals are going to get done before the Euros, if I'm being honest. I don't believe anything's going to get done. The Sancho story has been bubbling since last summer. Every press, we just push that out when it's a slow press day. But the Lukaku story, I don't believe he'll go back to Chelsea. But he can. Inter need money. Inter really need money, so anything's possible.
Maybe he'll move to another Serie A club that can afford him because that money is kind of huge. And last one this morning is Sporting Sun. Zinedine Zidane slams Real Madrid board for lack of faith. Yeah, he wanted time, long-term and mid-term, and how he can build the team, but somehow he didn't get the support. That's the reason he left. Okay, you still have an update from the Nigeria-Cameroon friendly. Osime and Simi Wanko, they all withdrew. Lions as well, okay. Pep willing to sell 8 senior players. Interesting. Okay, time up. Yeah. Shemilare Adenikon, thank you so much for coming on the program.
Overthinking Pep. Overspending Pep. Thank you very much for having me.
We appreciate you. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Thank you for watching as well. Enjoy the rest of your day. I am Taya Salam.
I'm Cecilia Mwongbe. Have a great day.